it's me, my name is Eloise, and I'm a part-time indie author of some fantasies. My authoring adventure is an odyssey, so come along and join me on this journey.
Hi out there, it's me, Eloise, and I filmed this video once already in late December, but now it's past New Year's and it doesn't make sense, so we're doing it again. This is my 2025 author recap video, and I am going to be sharing what all I accomplished as an author in 2025. I will be sharing some stats about sales and things like that. No dollar amounts, just some numbers for those of you who like numbers. If that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to skip this video. The next one that I'm going to be putting out is on my 2026 goals. I do have plans for 2026. Big plans, so make sure to subscribe to the channel already if you haven't, so you don't miss that very exciting video in which I will look exactly the same because I'm filming it right after this one. If you're new to this channel, I'm a part-time indie author who does a very, very bad job at marketing my one book, Maiden of Artemis. I'm so bad at marketing it, I don't even have a copy to show you. Isn't that great? Aren't I good at this whole thing? That lack of marketing was a consistent theme of 2025. All of these numbers that I'm going to give you are based off of not putting in very much effort at all. My book was not my top priority this year. My top priority is sitting in the other room right now, and I also have a job and a partner and a household to run and dogs and things like that. But I just did not have the energy to really market my book properly on social media or anything like that, and I think that's reflected in these numbers. Now, am I pleased with these numbers for how much effort I put in? Yes, I'm quite happy with what I was able to accomplish sales-wise despite putting an embarrassingly low amount of effort into things. I'm going to go over 3 different areas of authoring that I kind of did in 2025. Book sales, platform growth, and writing. I know we all just want to do the writing. I didn't do a great job at any of them. I didn't have any goals coming into 2025. It was really just to survive. I did that, so bravo for me. You know, bravo to you too for surviving 2025. You did it. It was a heck of a year. I'm not even gonna jinx it. 2026, I've already buckled up. I've got like the roller coaster kind of buckle, not just the buckle, like roller coaster strap in kind of buckling up for 2026 and kind of just for the remainder of my adulthood. I don't know about any of you. I don't think there's any safe point to unbuckle at this point, honestly. Anyway, words, writing. I wrote 54,106 words in 2025, all on my current work in progress, which is book 1 of a very spicy duology that was supposed to be just a prequel, and then it became I'm at 68,800 words and I'm about 61% of the way through book 1 for draft 1. So that's kind of how that project's going. I'm really pleased with how it's going. It's going to be a really fun read for people who like Greek mythology, who like spicy things, who like strong female characters, but not in like the cringy, cliche, overdone way that we're seeing. I'm going to talk about that book more in another video. So that's what I mainly worked on. I wrote in March, April, and May, and then took like the entire summer off to renovate my house and started up again in October, November, and December. You may be wondering, Eloise, why didn't she work on book 2 of Maiden of Artemis at all? And I didn't want to. I realized that there were some things with Legend of the Amazons, the series as a whole, that I wanted to rework. Again, I'll talk about that in another video. So we've got lots of videos planned for 2026. I'll tell you more about that in my 2026 goals video, whenever the heck that comes out, hopefully on time. In 2025, I sold 119 books, which is nothing to sneeze at. Like I said, I didn't market. 60 of those were direct sales that I was taking my author copies and selling them to individuals at these events. I attended 4 events in 2025. The big one in Tucson, the Tucson Book Festival in March. I attended a smaller event, which was a soft opening of one of my favorite indie bookstores in the area, Boondock Books in Puyallup. If you're in the area, go to Puyallup or follow them on social media. They're delightful. They're angels. I love them. They're so supportive of indie authors and the local community. I was invited to attend a soft opening for that store. I sold about 9 in the span of a couple hours, so that was pretty good. That was in April. And then in September, I attended 2 different events. A lovely local book talker organized a books and tattoo kind of event that I said, yeah, that sounds super fun. I attended that one with one of my local indie friends, Alexa Shea. We probably just terrorized the rest of the local ladies because we were just like chattering back and forth at each other between customers. Finally was a Puyallup Book Fair at the end of September that was hosted by Boondock Books. Not only was I able to sell a bunch of copies, I appeared on a panel of 4 authors that all had mythology incorporated into their books. So that was a lot of fun too. And I was able to do all of this because of social media and networking and being an extrovert. And I know if you're an indie author or an aspiring author and you're trying to figure out like, oh, how did she, it's networking. And I know you probably don't want to hear that if you're an introverted author. Networking is the reason why the second highest source of sales was directly to indie bookstores. I sold 28 of my author copies to Boondock Books, the Dusty Shelf down in Enumclaw, and even 10 copies to Shelf Indulgence in Tacoma for their grand opening. Coming in third was 21 sales from Amazon, whether that was ebook or paperback, and 10 from Ingram Spark. 3 of those were from me going in and asking a local Barnes & Noble if they would stock my book, and they ordered some. Putting yourself out there, that was how I sold most of my books this year. I also had Maiden of Artemis available on Kindle Unlimited, and I had 1,591 page reads, which is either like 3 or 4 people reading the book all the way through, or a whole bunch of people reading half of it or a couple chapters and then saying, I hated it. I really wish Amazon would improve their KDP reporting, but that is neither here nor there, and you know, they don't care about us. That's the Maiden of Artemis sales numbers for 2025. Based off of that, I'm going to continue to do author events, and we'll talk about that more in my goals video, but that is clearly the way that I can sell books. And it's something that I enjoy doing, so I plan on continuing to do that. Something I don't enjoy doing, which is why I didn't do it, was social media posting and trying to grow my author platforms. I'm most active on Instagram and Threads and my newsletter. I posted 4 whole videos on YouTube in 2025, and that's just because I could not care in 2025. There were so many other things that I needed to put my energy into, and social media and all that stuff is at the bottom. I'm not sorry about it. Short form video content is the bane of my existence, and I'm not interested in doing it, but I know I need to, and I'm sure I would double my sales if I just bothered putting in some effort into that. So we'll talk about that more in like 2026 goals video. On YouTube, I did attend the AuthorTube writing conference. I did appear on a couple of my AuthorTube friends' podcasts, Thomas J. Beleza, and that's always a silly, goofy time, but so much fun. And then I joined Margaret Pinard for Agitation August, where we discuss my favorite nonfiction book at the moment, which is We Should All Be Feminists. All in all, 2025, I didn't write quite as much as I could have, I didn't market quite as much as I could have, and I didn't sell quite as much as I could have, but I am pleased with what I did accomplish, because I expected to accomplish nothing, because last year was a doozy, but you know what? I had a good cry, picked myself up, dusted myself off, and kept going, because the show must go on. And if you know where that's from, leave me a little blue heart emoji in the comments down below. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You're one of my favorite people. That's all I have for you this week. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you don't miss my next video about my 2026 goals and all of the big, huge plans that I have for this year, because man, it's a different space. I'm a different person. We're in a different energy. It's gonna be different. And we're buckled up and we're ready to go. But enough about me. I want to hear about you. How is 2025 for you? What are you most proud of accomplishing? It doesn't have to be big. It could be surviving. It could be getting a job or paying off debt or just waking up every day. I am so proud of you for whatever you did accomplish, and I can't wait to hear what you want to do for 2026. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Do you like writing? Yes, I like writing. Do you like mythology? Yes, I like mythology. Do you like my videos? Yes, I like your videos. Then what are you waiting for? Subscribe.